India has issued a no-time warning near the southern sector of the India-Pakistan border for an Indian Air Force exercise scheduled from 3rd to 6th of December 2025. India and United Kingdom have successfully conducted exercise Ajeya Warrior 2025, a bilateral military drill aimed at strengthening joint tactical proficiency. The Indian and Sri Lankan armies concluded exercise Mitra Shakti, and the drill focused on improving interoperability in counter-terrorism and peacekeeping operations. A Jerusalem Post report has circulated misinformation, falsely claiming that Armenia suspended a $1.2 billion Tejas deal after the Dubai air show crash. As Tejas was never offered to Armenia, no talks or negotiations ever took place. Canada and India are close to finalizing a $2.8 billion export agreement, under which Canada will supply uranium to India for 10 years, that will form part of a broader nuclear cooperation framework. The DRDO has signed a transfer of technology agreement with Paris Defense for the production of driver night sights for T-90 tanks. Pakistan's aeronautical complex has not produced a single F-17 in 2025, and analysts suspect to halt in Russian RD-93 engine supplies, with China's WS-13 engine still unfit for frontline use. Turkey will deliver 2 new next-generation mobile mission control center units to Pakistan Air Force by early 2026, replacing the 2 units destroyed in the Indian Air Force's strike on the Chaklala Air Base. The Indian Defence Minister met his Indonesian counterpart in New Delhi, with the BrahMos missile deal as the key agenda item as both nations work to finalize the agreement. Indian Navy's INS Vikrant aircraft carrier has arrived in Sri Lanka to participate in the International Fleet Review, commemorating the 75th anniversary of the Sri Lankan Navy. With rising FPV and kamikaze drone threats, the Indian Army is fast-tracking an indigenous anti-drone net system for the K9 Vajra howitzer. Indrajaal Drone Defence has launched India's first fully autonomous mobile counter-drone system named Indrajaal Ranger, which is an AI-powered patrol vehicle that can detect drones at 10 km range, jam hostile drones at 3 km, and destroy them at 2 km range. French firm Safran held a groundbreaking ceremony for its dedicated MRO facility in Hyderabad for the M88 engine. The 5,000 square meter facility will prioritize M88 engines on Indian Rafale aircraft, and will also perform MRO for other M88 export customers. French firm Safran has reiterated its readiness to set up a full-fledged M88 engine assembly line in India, provided the Indian Air Force places a fresh order for 26 to 114 additional Rafale fighters. Safran officials said that the facility could include assembly and testing for the M88 turbofan used on both Rafale and Rafale Marine, sharply reducing turnaround time, support costs and dependence on foreign supply chains. The Indian Air Force is all set to approve the purchase of 400 R-37M long-range hypersonic air-to-air missiles, ahead of Russian President Vladimir Putin's visit next month. With a range of 400 km and Mach 6 speed, the R-37M will give the capability to strike high-value targets before they approach Indian airspace, giving Indian Air Force a major standoff advantage. India and Russia are discussing a major deal for 5 additional S400 regiments, but it is still unclear whether this will be a Make in India project, or another direct purchase like the 2018 deal. Officials have said that India is interested in S400 system, but not planning to order yet, as Russia is still in early induction. They also said that no announcement on Su-57 deal is expected during the visit of Russian President, and that interim options like the US F-35 Lightning II are also being examined seriously. Analysts believe that India may be downplaying the Su-57 discussions until the India-US trade deal is finalized. Today's top 3 comments.